Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will dive into the explosive drama unfolding in Port Charles on Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Get ready, devoted fans, because the latest scoops from General Hospital are packed with shocking confessions, dangerous alliances, and high-stakes threats that could change everything. We're talking about Cody Bell finally spilling his secrets to his old pal Dante Falconeri, while the enigmatic Jen Sidwell dangles a tempting promise in front of Lucy Coe. And hold on to your seats, Zava Jerome is cornering Christina Corinthos Davis with a chilling ultimatum that screams betrayal. These twists are straight out of the soap opera playbook, blending heartbreak, mystery, and edge-of-your-seat suspense. Let's break it all down, starting with the chaotic fallout from a moment of pure rage that leaves one character fighting for survival. Picture this: Rick Lansing sprawled out on the cold floor, completely motionless, his fate hanging by a thread after a furious confrontation. It all stems from Ava Jerome's explosive temper. She grabbed the nearest object, a heavy paperweight, and struck him over the head in a fit of uncontrolled anger. Now, Ava's staring down a nightmare scenario. Not only does she have Rick's lifeless body to deal with, but there's also this tangled web of financial woes tying her hands. The money in question? It's locked away, untouchable for a full month, adding layers of frustration and desperation to her already precarious situation. Imagine the panic surging through Ava as she realizes the clock is ticking, and every second brings her closer to exposure. To make matters worse, Christina Corinthos Davis was right there in the room, her eyes wide with shock as she witnessed the entire brutal incident unfold. In a tense preview snippet that's got everyone buzzing, Ava turns to Christina with a steely glare and delivers a bone-chilling warning. If Ava goes down for this, she's dragging Christina right along with her. This threat isn't just empty words, it's a calculated move born from years of survival instincts. In the cutthroat world of Port Charles, where loyalties shift like sand and no one is truly safe, could this be the spark that ignites a full-blown feud between these two powerhouses? Or will it force an unlikely alliance to cover up the mess? Fans are already speculating wildly, imagining scenarios where Christina's own secrets come tumbling out, amplifying the drama to new heights. Shifting gears to another brewing storm, Lucy Coe finds herself turning to the shadowy Jen Sidwell for guidance, a decision that could spell disaster. Is this connected to the heartbreaking coma that has gripped Maxie Jones, leaving her loved ones in agony? Lucy's behavior has been raising eyebrows. Remember how she suspiciously blocked Brooklyn Quartermain from addressing Lucas Jones' probing questions about whether their latest product might have triggered a severe allergic reaction? It's as if Lucy is guarding a dark secret, her evasive tactics hinting at deeper corporate intrigue or perhaps a personal cover-up. Sidwell, with his smooth-talking charm, steps in and assures Lucy that by teaming up, they'll uncover the perfect solution to whatever's plaguing her. But let's be real, Sidwell's track record is anything but reassuring. His methods are notoriously ruthless, often involving underhanded deals and moral shortcuts that leave destruction in their wake. What if this solution involves manipulating evidence, silencing witnesses, or worse? Envision Lucy getting deeper into Sidwell's web, her initial trust morphing into regret as the consequences ripple through Deception Cosmetics and beyond. This alliance might promise answers, but it could also unleash a chain of events that endangers everyone from the Quartermains to the Jones family, turning a medical mystery into a full-scale scandal. Now, let's talk about Cody Bell, who's no stranger to dropping bombshells. But this time he's laying it all out for Dante Falconeri. Fresh off his intense confession to Molly Lansing Davis, Cody shifts his focus to his childhood buddy, ready to unpack the messy details of his encounter with Ava. As Cody starts explaining the chaos, Dante cuts in sharply, demanding to know what Molly has to do with any of this tangled tale. It's a moment charged with tension, highlighting the intricate connections that bind these characters together in unexpected ways. Perhaps Cody reveals how Ava's schemes inadvertently pulled Molly into the fray, or maybe there's a hidden motive tying back to family loyalties. Meanwhile, over in another corner of Port Charles, Molly is confiding in Michael Corinthos about the whirlwind developments. Remember, it was Michael who encouraged Molly to confront Cody initially, vouching for his sincerity and insisting he wasn't just toying with her emotions. Now, with the situation escalating, what advice will Michael offer? Will he stand by his earlier assurances, or will he pivot to protect his sister from further heartache? An intriguing preview clip captures Molly declaring that she has committed a massive error. But who is she referring to? Is it Christina, whose impulsive actions often lead to regret, or Ava, whose calculated risks are backfiring spectacularly. This ambiguity adds a delicious layer of mystery, inviting viewers to piece together clues from past episodes, like Christina's ongoing family feuds or Ava's history of manipulation. Whatever the case, it's clear Molly's world is spinning, and her update to Michael could be the catalyst for a Corinthos family reckoning, where old grudges resurface and new alliances form in the heat of the moment. Finally, we can't overlook Jack Brennan, who's grappling with a profound moral crossroads that tests his very core. As the stakes rise, Anna Devane steps in with her trademark determination, urging him to choose the path of righteousness amid the chaos. Her influence is palpable, drawing on their complicated history to sway him away from temptation. But the drama doesn't stop there. A gripping preview shows Brennan issuing a stern threat to Agent Colette Moreau, his words laced with intensity that suggests deeper conflicts at play. Maybe this dilemma involves classified information, a betrayal within the agency, or a personal vendetta that's been simmering for years. Imagine Brennan weighing the consequences. Siding with Anna could mean redemption, but threatening Colette hints at a darker side willing to bend rules for self-preservation. This subplot weaves seamlessly into the larger tapestry of General Hospital, where ethical quandaries often lead to explosive revelations, affecting everyone from law enforcement figures to everyday residents of Port Charles. There you have it, folks. These spoilers for Wednesday, August 27, 2025, promise a roller coaster of emotions and plot twists that will keep you glued to your screens. From Ava's desperate threats to Cody's heartfelt confessions, every moment is designed to heighten the suspense and deepen the intrigue. What do you think will happen next? Next, we're diving into the charming world of Maura West, the talented actress behind the fiery Ava Jerome, and her adorable adventures with her beloved rescue dog, Foxy. While Maura West has built a reputation for keeping her personal life under wraps, steering clear of the spotlight's glare outside her captivating performances on General Hospital, she occasionally treats her followers to heartwarming glimpses of her everyday joys. One of her favorite ways to connect with fans is through social media snapshots, featuring her furry companions, especially her energetic pup, Foxy. This pooch has become something of a star in his own right, stealing the show in many of her posts and winning over the hearts of soap opera enthusiasts who follow her online. Over the years, Maura's feed has evolved into a delightful mix of pet-centric moments that offer a refreshing contrast to the dramatic twists and turns of Port Charles. It's these simple, genuine shares that remind us she's not just a powerhouse on screen, but a devoted animal lover off it, often blending her affection for her pets with subtle nods to the seasons and nature's beauty. This past weekend, the General Hospital community was buzzing with excitement over Maura's latest Instagram update, where she once again spotlighted her canine sidekick amid a breathtaking outdoor escapade. Though she also dotes on her collection of cats, frequently posting about their playful antics and cozy home life. This particular share zeroed in on her dog, presumed by many to be the ever-popular Foxy. Fans have pieced together from her previous uploads that Foxy might be her primary adventure buddy, but whispers among followers suggest she could have a small pack of pups under her care, each bringing their unique personality to her household. The mystery adds a layer of intrigue, much like the plotline she navigates as Ava Jerome, keeping everyone guessing about the full extent of her furry family. What we do know for sure is that Foxy entered her life as a rescue in August 2023, a milestone she celebrated with unbridled enthusiasm, captioning one early photo with an exclamation of puppy heaven. Since then, he's been a constant presence, embodying the joy of second chances and the unbreakable bond between humans and their pets. In this recent outing, Foxy appeared utterly thrilled, bounding through rugged drylands and winding wilderness trails that showcased the raw, untamed beauty of nature. Maura captured the essence of their hike perfectly, with the dog exploring sun-baked paths lined with resilient shrubs and distant mountain silhouettes, his tail wagging in pure bliss. The timing couldn't have been more fitting, as the photo evoked the waning warmth of late summer, a period when the air starts to carry hints of impending autumn crispness. Her succinct yet evocative caption, "Dog Days," perfectly encapsulated the lazy, sun-drenched vibe of the moment, drawing fans into the serene escape she and Foxy were enjoying. It's these kinds of posts that humanize celebrities like Maura, showing her relish in quiet moments away from the high-stakes drama of General Hospital, where Ava's schemes and romances keep viewers on the edge of their seats. The image itself was nothing short of mesmerizing, quickly amassing likes and comments from admirers who couldn't get enough of its visual poetry. Set against a late evening sky that painted the horizon in hues of deep orange and soft lavender, the photo featured high, wispy clouds catching the golden glow of the setting sun, creating a dreamy backdrop that felt almost cinematic. Foxy, front and center, flashed a wide, toothy grin that radiated infectious happiness, his eyes sparkling with the thrill of the adventure. Maura, ever the stylish explorer, looked effortlessly chic in casual hiking gear, her hair tousled by the breeze, adding to the authentic, unfiltered charm of the shot. Fans raved about how the composition highlighted the harmony between pet and owner, with some even drawing parallels to Ava Jerem's resilient spirit, always ready to face whatever comes her way, much like Maura tackling a trail with her loyal companion. Reflecting on past interactions, there was a time when Maura's followers expressed genuine concern for her safety during these outdoor excursions, especially in remote areas. In one earlier post, comments flooded in with worries about potential hazards, from wildlife encounters to unexpected weather shifts. Ever gracious, Maura responded directly to a fretful fan, reassuring them that she always comes prepared with something for protection, perhaps a trusty walking stick, pepper spray, or even a GPS device to ensure their treks remain safe and enjoyable. This exchange underscored her thoughtful nature and strengthened the bond with her audience, who appreciate her transparency and care for both herself and her pets. It's moments like these that build a community around her, turning casual viewers into dedicated supporters who tune in not just for General Hospital spoilers, but for these personal insights. Adding to the post's appeal, a clever commenter chimed in with a nod to the timeless phrase "dog days of summer," tying it seamlessly to Maura's caption and the August timing. They enthused, "Yes, August is always dog days of summer. Come on fall," capturing the collective yearning for cooler days ahead. This sparked a wave of replies, with fans sharing their own stories of summer's end and pet-filled escapades, turning the comments section into a lively forum. Delving deeper, the expression "dog days of summer" has fascinating roots stretching back to ancient times, derived from the Latin dies coniculars, which alludes to the rising of the star Sirius, known as the dog star in the constellation Canis Major. Historically, this period was associated with the hottest, most sultry weeks of the year, when the star's appearance coincided with intense heat, leading to beliefs in everything from heightened madness to lazy afternoons. In modern usage, it simply evokes those final, languid stretches of summer before fall's arrival, a concept that perfectly mirrored Maura's scenic snapshot and resonated with her followers' anticipation for seasonal change. Through shares like this, Maura West continues to enchant her audience, blending her passion for animals with subtle storytelling that echoes the emotional depth she brings to Ava Jerome on General Hospital. Whether it's Fox's beaming smile or the golden skies of a summer evening, these posts offer a welcome respite from the soap's intense narratives, reminding us all to cherish the simple pleasures in life. Next, we will dive headfirst into the fiery feud and potential fireworks between Tracy Quartermain and Martin Gray, a pairing that has Port Charles buzzing with equal parts disbelief and delight. Tracy Joanne Angela Quartermain, financial titan, razor-tongued matriarch, and keeper of the Quartermain legacy, has never been one to hand out compliments or compromise without a fight. Since Luke Spencer's tragic death left an unfillable void, she has channeled her grief into corporate conquests and sharp-edged sarcasm, convincing the town she needs nothing but spreadsheets and scotch to stay satisfied. Yet longtime viewers know that beneath the diamond-hard exterior beats a tender heart that once risked everything for the roguish charmer who taught her how to laugh at life's absurdities. Enter Martin Gray, the silky smooth southern attorney with a silver tongue, impeccable suits, and a resume filled with clients who hover just this side of the law. Martin's genteel drawl and courtroom bravado mask his own loneliness, an orphan of several failed marriages, wary friendships, and a brother who repeatedly drags him into moral quicksand. Where Tracy demands obedience, Martin demands respect, and both are experts at disguising vulnerability behind snark-laden repartee. From their first contentious handshake outside the Quartermain boardroom, electricity crackled. She dismissed him as a backwater ambulance chaser. He branded her an icy trust fund tyrant, and viewers instantly smelled combustible chemistry beneath the insults. Their rivalry kicked into overdrive the moment Martin signed on to represent Drew Kane in a lawsuit that threatened the LQ's bottom line. Tracy's favorite battleground. Daily confrontations erupted like clockwork, clandestine meetings in the Metro Court Lounge, where martinis doubled as verbal grenades, Tense hallway standoffs at the courthouse punctuated by Tracy's signature eye roll and Martin's smug half-smile. Even an accidental elevator trap that forced them into 30 excruciating minutes of proximity and produced what social media quickly dubbed Quartermain Quake, a silent stare down so intense that the elevator security camera feed went viral among GH fans. Throughout the chaos, each tried to outmaneuver, outwit, and outright fluster the other, yet neither could deny the strange thrill that sparked each time their verbal blades crossed. Fate, however, loves irony almost as much as Tracy loves profit margins. When Stella Henry collapsed from a sudden cardiac event at the Port Charles Community Center fundraiser, Martin dropped Drew's case without blinking, citing unwavering loyalty to the woman who once sheltered him during his darkest hour. Tracy, shocked to see such altruism in her nemesis, offered her private jet to fly Stella to a top-tier cardiac clinic in Boston. The emergency forged an uneasy alliance. Now linked by their affection for Stella, they pledged to dismantle Drew's ruthless takeover attempt together. Port Charles observers watched jaws drop as Tracy and Martin crafted a truce agreement on the back of a hospital cafeteria napkin, proof that necessity can bend even the most stubborn wills. Since joining forces, the sparks have only intensified. Late-night strategy sessions inside the Quartermain study frequently end with Tracy sprawled across antique ledgers while Martin paces, jacket discarded, hair ruffled, firing off quips about her aristocratic accounting. She counters by poking fun at his Southern gentleman court jester routine, but every jab is delivered with a teasing undertone that wasn't there a month ago. One memorable evening, the two discovered a dusty bottle of Bordeaux Luc stashed years earlier. They toasted to temporary truces and lingered a beat too long as their glasses clinked, the lamplight catching a softness in Tracy's eyes that even she couldn't mask. Parallel plot lines only tightened the knot. Lucy Coe Martin's on-again, off-again fiancé has begun noticing his cell phone lighting up with Quartermain calls after midnight. Meanwhile, Brooklyn, forever protective of her grandmother, can't decide whether to ship the unlikely duo or stage an intervention before hearts are irreparably bruised. Valentine Casadini, always hungry for leverage, has already dispatched a private investigator to determine whether Tracy's newfound teamwork is cover for a hostile LQ maneuver or something startlingly sentimental. And don't forget Scotty Baldwin, who senses an opportunity to needle both frenemies by suggesting they co-chair next quarter's nurse's ballot proposal. That earns him simultaneous death stares and a reluctant, overlapping "we'll think about it." Soap logic dictates that when hatred morphs into attraction, comedic disasters follow close behind. Picture this: Tracy and Martin stake out Drew's secret offshore account at a Caribbean resort, posing as honeymooners to infiltrate an exclusive couples-only gala. Tracy bristles at the compulsory PDA, while Martin, ever the actor, slinks an arm around her waist and addresses her as darling, until her frosty resolve finally melts into grudging amusement. A hurricane strands them in their suite. Power fizzles, and candlelight reveals more than either intended. They argue about backup generators, laugh about contraband snacks, and ultimately confess fears they have shared with no one else. Tracy worries that growing old alone will dull the legacy Luke once helped her write, while Martin admits he's tired of being everyone's disposable fixer. Yet obstacles loom large. Lucy refuses to relinquish her claim without a fight, threatening to expose Martin's unrevealed tax scandal if he strays. Ned Quartermain frets that an interfamily romance could destabilize corporate voting blocs. Even Stella, the glue that bonded Tracy and Martin, warns them that emotional entanglements could blur their focus on defeating Drew. Despite the chorus of caution, viewers can already envision the inevitable climax: the annual Quartermain Charity Gala. Chandelier lights reflecting off Tracy's emerald necklace and Martin's crisp tuxedo. A heartfelt speech goes sideways. Drew unveils compromising evidence. Voices rise, music cuts, and right as the room hits peak chaos, Tracy grabs Martin's lapels, plants a reckless kiss, and announces to Port Charles, and perhaps to herself for the first time, that life is too short for half measures. Will they crash and burn or rise as GH's next power couple? That's a wager only the writers and, perhaps, the audience's fervent social media police can decide. One thing remains certain: every swipe of Tracy's credit card, every flash of Martin's courtroom grin, and every savage retort they trade is laced with possibility. Hate this heated rarely cools without igniting something far more explosive. So, dear viewers, fasten your seatbelts and stock up on popcorn backhouse. Whether Tracy and Martin end up kissing beneath the Quartermain mistletoe or declaring open war in front of the ELQ shareholders, we'll be here dissecting every charged glance and razor-sharp comeback. After all, in Port Charles, the line between loafing and love is as thin as a legal brief and twice as combustible.